Welcome back to Jessie's Performance. This week we did some work on the 78 Trans Am. We had Kyle dismantle it. Jessie and I kind of went over everything that we're going to be doing to the car. We're really excited about this build. It's the first Trans Am that we've done since we built Jessie's Trans Am. And well, I can't say it's the first. We've done motors and other ones before, but this one's like a full pro touring build similar to Jessie's car. And he's going to get to redo all of the things that weren't done right on this car in the first place. So check it out. Here we go.
Are we there? Are we live?
We're here.
All right.
And live.
So, anyone that has ever met me, knows me, anything about me, knows I have the softest spot in my heart for a second gen F body. And if it happens to be a black and gold Trans Am, it's really like high on that list. And so what we have here is Tony is a customer of ours. He brought us this Trans Am for a tune. And now it's getting a full frame off restoration. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't brought here for a tune. No, it was brought here to do some touch-up stuff, and it just snowballed into this ginormous thing. Another shop built it. He wasn't satisfied with their work. He really loved my car. He saw it on the Hoonigan thing and stuff. So he's like, he was going for that same theme. It just was poorly executed. He likes my vision as far as these Trans Ams go. So yeah, we're taking it apart. We're cutting the roof off of it, changing it to Fisher tops from I think the World, or what are they called? World Tops, I think, or something. One of the aftermarket companies. I don't know. If it ain't a Fisher top, I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. But we're gonna change the wheels. We're gonna know the rear end. We're gonna do exhaust. Yeah, we're gonna mini tub it, obviously, for big ass wheels. We're gonna make it really cool. Essentially, we've got to move the motor back. They mounted the motor wrong. We're gonna move the motor back. We're going to redo some interior stuff. We got new badass carpet coming for it, lizard skin, yada yada yada, the list goes on. Just stay tuned, watch the progress. I got my brother Kyle, he's going to tear this bad boy down. He knows the ins and outs of tearing these things down by now. We've done my car a bazillion times. We've been doing these cars since we were like 8 and 9 years old. So yeah, we're going to get this one right. All right, is that good? Here we go?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. We got to say that. Here we go.
Everyone says, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Stacie, what do you think about this car?
I like it. I like the front end of yours better.
You do?
I do.
See, I'm partial to that too, and the taillights too. But
yeah,
everyone seems to love these cars more because they were the first, like they were in the first movie.
The actual Smokey and the Bandit car.
Yeah, well, but it's not fair because in the third movie they had a turbo Trans Am in there too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. There's just something about the front of this that doesn't do it for me like the front of yours.
Yeah, they're not as low. The flares, if you look, the flares aren't the same. They're way more rounded here. I can show some pictures of mine. And it's just not as sporty of a front end, right? It doesn't seem as aerodynamic.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that, I mean, your car has so much more that, I mean, you're comparing apples to oranges, really, even though they're both black and gold Trans Ams.
We put a wide body kit on a fat girl.
I mean, her fat. It's just so sad.
Yeah, essentially.
Right.
I do like the snowflakes on this better. I don't like that it makes it look like your car.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do so. We're gonna order the same size wheels, but I'm gonna get the Restore Muscle Car ones without the step lip.
Okay.
It'll be the flush lip, so it'll be close.
Close-ish.
Yeah, it'll be close.
Yeah.
It'll just be different,
We just
right?
gotta keep your car original. I think that's my biggest thing with doing this car.
Yeah, I can't copy my car for this
No,
one, so.
as much as people really want us to, we're not gonna copy it.
No.
I'm excited about the roof cutting off though. That's gonna be cool.
I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
It's like really the first one I've ever done like this. So
like this, or the first one you've ever done?
No, I've cut plenty of roofs off.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
get me wrong. No, it's like I've done the chop topping chop topping. That's the right phrase.
Yeah.
I've done that kind of stuff before, but this year we're trying to make it original again. We're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fit and finish has got to be perfect.
Yeah.
So we're gonna scrape all the lead out of the seams and drill all the spot welds out, and we're gonna take it off and change it just like it would have came from the factory.
I'm excited.
Which is gonna be interesting to see how everything works out because a lot of people don't know it, but this roof here is a hardtop roof to start with, and it's 3/4 of an inch higher than a T-top roof.
Okay.
There's something about it, I don't know. It's just the way the structure is inside of it. They changed it, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be cool.
It is gonna be cool. It's gonna look really good when it's done.
What other changes?
Lower it a little bit more.
A lot more. We got Ridetech coilovers on it now.
Just the engine bay. I think those 3 things would be like, and maybe some window tints.
We're definitely gonna tint the windows. We're gonna block out all the trim. We might do the poor man's flush mount glass like we had on my car originally. Where we used the Honda molding around the edge. We might do the poor man's.
Yeah, because and then I don't like any of that stuff, and I'm not a fan of the bird on the hood.
Yeah, we're gonna. So I'll show everyone. So what they were trying to do, and is do the year 1 bird. Maybe you can insert a picture here. So they're trying to duplicate that, but what it is, it's a vinyl. This is just a whole vinyl wrap for the whole hood. It's all printed, so you know.
There's no dimension to it. There's no depth to it.
Right. I think because it's printed.
Yeah, I think so too. If it was painted on there, like airbrushed on there, it'd be really cool.
Right, or even
itself, I don't like. It's just this.
Or even if it was separate. Right,
yeah,
you
like,
saw the layer, right?
Because it gives it depth. And there's more. I mean, is there more color to this one or no?
No,
like
there's
yours
less.
Has, like, all
five colors, and this year's only appears to be 2. It's
but
the
that's
dark
how
gray.
they come.
These cars only had, I think, 1 color bird. Actually, I think it was just gold. The original one for this year was just a gold bird.
So what are we gonna do? Have you decided about a hood bird?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with Tim.
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna duplicate something like this here, but it's gonna be bigger and wider. So I'm gonna go tip to tip, kind of like the 10th anniversary car. So it'll be bigger, and it'll be an actual vinyl that goes on top because they got to be vinyl on these cars. It's just something that you can't paint them. It just looks fake then.
Maybe more of a goldish color than.
He kind of liked this
the
here
tan.
because it matched the wheels, but maybe I can talk him into more of a deeper gold.
The wheels are different than.
Right.
Yeah.
And even on the 77, 78 cars, the gold is actually more of a gold, like orangish gold than my car. Okay. The 79 to 81 cars had a little different gold. Yeah. So, and we're gonna do something different with the shaker. We're gonna mount it to the engine because it's got to shake.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it has to.
Yeah.
It's weird when they're attached to this.
That's like having a big butt that you only sit on. You don't shake it. That's not cool. Right?
I only sit on mine.
We have this 78 Trans Am most of the way taken apart. We got the rear end out, the fuel system out, drive shaft. We're gonna get ready to drop the front subframe out as soon as we get another cart. I'd use the cart I bought for this car for a Mustang in the body shop, so I gotta get another cart from Summit. I think they have a couple more in stock, hopefully. But what I want you guys to see is, keep in mind.
Here, I'm gonna give you the camera.
All right, so here we got the backstory on this here. My customer Tony had this car. He got it from his brother in Mexico and had it painted in Mexico and brought it to the States here, obviously. And he picked a couple shops to build it for him. And the first place, I don't know, dilly-dallied. And the second place kind of got it together, but they left a lot of loose ends. And I don't know, I think the brake caliper fell off. And it wasn't bad. You know, things happen, right? It's the world. But I think at this point, without anything he's paid us, he was charged about 100 grand to build this car. And it does have a crate 525 motor and a T56 and a 9-inch and aftermarket subframe and stuff, really nice stuff. But then you come underneath this car and you look at it, right? And if I didn't know this car from any other car, I would look and I'd say this is the beginning of a project, not the end result of a project, because I mean it still has, that right there is Mexico land here in America. Like, this is all this dirt right here. That's all. And this is a pretty nice car on the top side. Oh. Yeah, that is just old old grind. Just that you find on these cars, don't get me wrong, it's
from Mexico.
Well, it doesn't matter where it's from, that's just part of driving and having oil leaks and seal leaks and stuff like that. Alright, go to the floor, that's enough. But look, they didn't pressure wash it, they didn't clean it. You can see where the exhaust is rubbing into the grease. So this thing, it rattled like hell. And Kyle, my brother, we all know Kyle, right? He is a huge advocate for self-tappers. And even he said there were too many self-tappers on this car. So, that just lets me know that's a lot of goddamn, everywhere you look, self-tapper, self-tapper, self-tapper. And don't get me wrong, self-tappers have their place, but it's not to hold the floors together. So, and like I said, it's all the aftermarket parts they bought were good parts, and they just didn't assemble it very well. We got just wires, just not neatly ran and stuff. So we're gonna go through all that and fix it up. That's just, it's not how I'd like to see things done, especially on these cars. I have a soft spot for these cars. They didn't hammer out the frame rails, the pinch welds. They didn't do anything in the door jams. This is $100,000. People, you gotta be selective of who you take your car to. Don't get me wrong, we make mistakes, we miss things, but for 100 grand, we do a little bit better job than this, I would like to think, considering we're fixing it all right. So stay tuned. We're gonna get this thing all the way apart, get it on a cart, get it looking really good. We're gonna cut the roof off eventually. It seems like I wanted to do that first, but I decided to do that later after we got it on a cart so I could weld it. I'll just tack weld it to the cart to hold it solid, so nothing moves on us, and we'll brace the inside. So we're gonna do that eventually. Paint it, and we're gonna move the motor. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff. So stay tuned. It's a really cool car. You guys are gonna be really happy with the wheel selection I got coming for it, the tire selection I got picked out. It's gonna be really nice.
Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks for watching.